Welcome to Education Hub. In this video, we are going to learn about vector processing in advanced computer architecture. Contents of this video are as follows: introduction, characteristics of vector processing, architectural classification, vector instruction, functional diagram of vector computer. Vector processor. Vector processor is basically a central processing unit that has the ability to execute the complete vector input in a single instruction. We can say that it is a complete unit of hardware resources that execute a sequential set of similar data items in the memory using a single instruction. It holds a single control unit but has multiple execution units that perform the same operation on different data element of the vector. It performs the arithmetic operation on the large array of integers or floating point number. It operates on all the elements of the array in parallel, providing each pass is independent of the other. What is the need of vector processing? To avoid the overhead of processing loops and fasten the computation, some kind of parallelism must be introduced. We need computers that can solve mathematical problems for us, which include arithmetic operation on the large array of integers or floating point numbers quickly. The general purpose computer would use loops to operate on an array of integer or floating point number. But for large array, using loop would cause overhead to the processor. To avoid the overhead, vector processing operates on the entire array in just one operation. That is, it operates on element of the array in parallel. But vector processing is possible only if the operation performed in parallel are independent. Let's take an example. Here in general processing, loop 10 iteration, read ith instruction and decode, fetch the A of I elements, fetch the B of I element, add AI plus BI, store result in C of I, increment I till I equal to 10. In vector processing, read instruction and decode, fetch the all 10 elements of A of I, fetch the all 10 elements of B, add A plus B, store result in C. Operating on multiple data in just one instruction is also called single instruction multiple data, that is SIMD, or they are also termed as vector instruction. Now the data for vector instruction are stored in vector register. Each vector register is capable of storing several data elements at a time. These several data elements in a vector register is termed as vector operand. So if there are n number of elements in a vector operand, then n is the length of the vector. Supercomputers were evolved to deal with billions of floating point operations per second. Supercomputer optimizes numerical computation, that is vector computation. Now the characteristics of vector processing. A vector is an ordered set of elements. A vector operand contains an ordered set of n elements, where n is called the length of the vector. Each element in a vector is a scalar quantity, which may be floating point number, an integer, a logical value, or a character. In vector processing, two successive pairs of elements are processed each block period. Vector instructions are classified into four basic types. These are V tends to V, V tends to S, V into V tends to V, V into S tends to V. Here V indicates vector operand and S indicates scalar operand. The operation V1, O1 and O2 are unary operations such as vector square root, vector sign, vector complement, vector summation, and so on. On the other hand, operation O3 and O4 are binary operations such as vector add, vector multiply, vector scalar adds, and so on. In vector processing, identical processes are repeatedly invoked many times, each of which can be subdivided into subprocesses. In vector processing, successive operands are fed through the pipeline segments and require as few buffers and local controls as possible. This parallel vector processing allows the generation of more than two results per clock period. This process is also known as chaining. Vector processing is usually faster and more efficient than scalar processing because it reduces the overhead associated with maintenance of the loop control variables. Now the classification of vector processor architecture. There are two classifications of vector processor architecture. These are register to register architecture and memory to memory architecture. In memory to memory architecture, vector processor the operands for instruction, the intermediate result and the final result, all these are retrieved from the main memory. Here in memory to memory, the operands or the result are directly fetched from the memory despite using registers. Examples of memory to memory are CDC star 100, Cyber 205. In register to register vector processor, the source operand for instruction, the intermediate result and final result all are retrieved from vector or scalar register. The fetching of the operands or previous result indirectly takes place through the main memory by the use of registers. Example of register to register are Craven, etc. Now, vector instruction. A vector instruction has the following fields. These are operation code, base address, address increment, address offset, and vector length. Operation code indicate the operation that has to be performed in the given instruction. It decides the functional unit for the specified operation or reconfigure the multifunction unit. Base address field refers to the memory location from where the operands are to be fetched or to where the result has to be stored. The base address is found in the memory reference instruction. In the vector instruction, the operand and the result both are stored in the vector register. Here, the base address refers to the designated vector register. Address increment. A vector operand has several data elements and address increment specify the address of the next element in the operand. Some computer stores the data element consecutively in main memory for which the increment is always 1. Address offset. Address offset is always specified related to the base address. The effective memory address is calculated using the address offset. Vector length. Vector length specifies the number of elements in a vector operand. It identifies the termination of a vector instruction. Now the diagram showing vector processing by a vector computer. This is the functional diagram of vector computer. The functional unit of a vector computer are as follows: instruction processing unit, vector register, scalar register, scalar processor, vector instruction controller, vector access controller, and vector processor. As it has several functional pipes, thus it can execute the instruction over the operands. We know that both data and instruction are present in the memory at the desired memory location. So the instruction processing unit fetches the instruction from the memory. Once the instruction is fetched, then IPU means instruction processing unit, determines either the fetched instruction is scalar or vector in nature. If it is scalar in nature, then the instruction is transferred to the scalar register. And then further scalar processing is performed. When the instruction is a vector in nature, then it is fed to the vector instruction controller. This vector instruction controller first decodes the vector instruction, then accordingly determines the address of the vector operand present in the memory. Then it gives a signal to the vector access controller about the demand of the respective operand. This vector access controller then fetches the desired operand from the memory. Once the operand is fetched, then it is provided to the instruction register so that it can be processed at the vector processor. At times when multiple vector instructions are present, then the vector instruction controller provides the multiple vector instruction to the task system. And in case the task system shows that the vector task is very long, then the processor divides the task into subvector. These subvectors are fed to the vector processor that makes use of several pipelines in order to execute the instruction over the operand fetched from the memory at the same time. The various vector instructions are scheduled by the vector instruction controller. Kindly like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.